Hello folks, it's Nana JL54 Janet. Hello! I'm a hot mess today. It's hot, okay? There's no other way you can be but a hot mess in South Florida today. And I needed 3 times the magic because it doesn't get any better than this today. Back from my trip. I'm back! It was a great time. We spent almost 2 weeks. It was really, really hot. Although we didn't get to do everything we wanted to do because of the heat, we had a great time with family, and it was good to have all 5 of the grandbabies together. I was going to do a video with them, but I just could not really corral them all at the same time. Everybody dressed at the same time, and they were in various stages of either bathing suit or their pajamas or their clothes, so it couldn't happen. Okay, so I did do a little teeny tiny microscopic thrifting. Carting around grandbabies is not good. It's not really good for thrifting. And also, we had a day where my daughters and I just got together, but we left the grandbabies with the grandpa and all alone. 5 grandbabies with the grandpa. So it was, to say the least, you know, we kept calling and checking to see that everything was okay. No, I'm sorry. You know what? We didn't leave. We left 3. We took the 2 littlest ones with us, and we left the 3 older ones with the grandpa. But needless to say, you couldn't thrift with the little ones because, oh, looky, oh, and touchy, and pretend you have pockets. Put your hands in your pockets. We don't have any pockets. Pretend you have pockets. So anyway, before I continue to babble on, I'll show you a couple of the things that I did get. One thing that I was excited to get, I might have shown this in my other video. I don't know, guys. I'm so tired, and I'm too tired to go back and look. But I found these bracelets. I found leather bracelets. I found 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I found 7. 7 of these leather bracelets, and some of them were Brighton, and they were marked $1, all except for one. They were marked $1.99 at their Goodwill up there. And at first I thought it said $19.99, and I walked by them. When I first walked in, I said, "Ooh, those are pretty," and I walked by. They had them all lined up, and then I walked back again, and I thought, well, I could buy one just for myself, I guess. So I asked the lady, could I see one, and she pulled it out, and I said, is that $1.99 or $19? She goes, no, it's $1.99. So I was like, can I see them all? And I couldn't make up my mind, and then I decided that I would get them all. So I got them all, these are, there were 3. I don't know where the other, oh, I know, the other one is I put away because it was when I got in the car, I ended up, long story short, I ended up without any. When I got in the car, I thought, wouldn't these be great keepsakes from their Nana? They're leather, they're really nice. Some of them are Brighton and some of them aren't, but I'm sure that they came from a Western store and they were expensive. So I thought, wouldn't these be great keepsakes? So they're very pretty, very nice. I mean, they're like new. You know, they're not like, you can tell they haven't been soaped up and everything. So, and very heavy. So, what I did was I said, okay, girlies, Nana bought you something. Because they, you know, every time I go to a vintage thrift store, they look for jewelry from Nana, you know, costume jewelry. So I said, this is not costume jewelry. And I said, everybody, you know, so I let them put their hand in a bag and pull one out. So they pulled them out, and they were all, you know, like excited and thrilled. And when we got home, and then I gave one to each of my daughters, and they were like, Mom, you don't have one. Oh, you know, they were like both willing to give theirs up. And I said, no, I want you guys to have them. If I want one, I'll go buy one full price at the Brighton store or whatever. So anyway, we got home, they were all wearing their bracelets, and then I noticed a couple of them were taking them off and leaving them places, and especially the smaller ones. And I said, let's get ready for dinner, let's wash our hands. And one of the little girls, I saw her, instead of unclipping the bracelet, and, you know, she was yanking it off her hand. And these are really good things. They have screws holding in. It's not just glued. They had screws holding in the leather. Well, she yanked the screw out of the leather. So that one I have to take and take it to a jeweler and have it fixed because it's worth having fixed. And then I noticed that the little ones were just laying them down all over. So long story short, I did Let's Make a Deal. And I traded them back. The older ones, the 3 oldest ones kept their bracelets, and the 2 littler ones forfeited their bracelets because they wanted a toy, something to play with. So I ended up with 2 bracelets, and I don't know, I got to get them fixed. One fixed, the other one's perfect. Okay, the other thing that I ended up with was this little easel. Isn't it cute? And it was 79 cents. And I'm always baking. I love to make Paula Deen's peach cobbler recipe. And it's a hit wherever I take it. And I'm always taking my pie plates and losing them. So I decided I'm on a mission to find cheap pie plates at thrift stores and garage sales. And then I can bake it and dress it up and give it to them as a present along with the pie. So I bought me an old, this is an oldie goldie. This is an old pie plate. I got that for $2. And I got... In another place, I got this old sheet music book. Sheet music. And I got hymnals. I got a hymnal for the youth. And it's from I don't know, 1941. 1941, and it's a hymnal for the youth, and it's all warped and stuff, so I'm gonna cut that up for ephemera. I'm gonna do ephemera kits, and I got this is the interior the complete book of interior decorating, and it's old. It's from, and I mean the pictures. Look at the pictures. The old folks at home. It's got really neat pictures in it. That's gonna be for ephemera. And I got, most of the stuff I got was like just, you know, cheap ephemera stuff because there was really nothing. Oh, I got Harlequin magazines. I got 3 of them. Harlequin magazines, and I thought those would be interesting to cut up for ephemera in the kits, and you know how they're like romance and stuff, so they'll have like not the dirty little books, but romance, you know, Mr. Dawson looked at me, things like that. So I got those were like 50 cents a piece. And then I went doily shopping. I'm always on the lookout for doilies, and because we didn't go to the right places, I was left to go to like an antique store, and so all I really found was this one was $1.50, which is too much money to pay, but I couldn't come home without doilies. So that one, oh, I left some stuff out. Hold on a minute. And then this was $4.50, and I never pay $4.50. You're out of your mind if you pay $4.50. But I'm out of my mind because what I did was I bought it and figured I could cut these sections out, these little sections, and share them with my friends because I like to bring a little something back, and I couldn't find anything. So I'll be right back with something else I got to show you. I just remembered that I did show you the buttons, but I separated them. And so that's all the buttons that I got in that one deal I showed you when I was on the road. And the 2 other hymnals that I got that are going to be ephemera. And that's it. And then, yeah, I'll come back. I have little snips and snaps to show you of our, what did I want to say? Oh, I'm having such a tired senior moment. Cleaning out the motorhome from a trip with all the little girls. I'm missing a shoe. A good shoe. I can't find my shoe. It might have fallen out when we got it to like a rest stop or something, or went to the Cracker Barrel. I don't know, but my shoe's gone. Every time I turned around, the little one was wearing my shoes. So I'm missing a shoe. What else? Oh, I know. I'm going to put up some videos. No explanation necessary. It's some of my grandkids riding the only day that we could ride, that it was cool enough to ride. They got little lessons, and I'm going to put some videos up of me on a trail at Brasstown Bald. And, you know, anyway. So I'm going to put up a couple of videos in a little bit. Thanks. Bye.